All right, here we go. So I'll make this the last video. I'm going to do 17 through 20 all on this video. So if you need certain problems, just go ahead and fast forward to the problem you need. But this is essentially we have to write y equals mx plus b. We have to figure out that formula when we're given 2 points. When we're given 2 points. We talked about this yesterday in class. We have to use the slope formula, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we talked about, again, knowing because that is the I know. Oh, gosh, don't hate me. Don't hate me. This is terrible. I promise I love you, YouTube subscribers. Okay, you can press dislike if you want, but just know I'll always love you. So right here, I've got my x and y here. I've got my x and y here. Remember, that's my first x, that's my first y. So some people like to write that down. I'll go ahead and do that. That's your x1, that's your y1. So obviously, if that's my first x, 3 would be my second x. And 2 would be my second y. So with that, I'm going to plug that information into my formula. Plug that information into my formula. So my y2 is 2. Notice y2, my y2 is 2. So I put that 2 minus. My y1 is negative 4. So I'm going to put negative 4 in for y1. Negative 4 over. My x2, notice my x2 here is 3. I go to x2 and it said it is 3. 3 minus my x1, which is 1. So 3 minus 1. All I do is I put that into my calculator. 2 minus negative 4 divided by 3 minus 1. And I believe that gives us, that's 6 over 2. So 3. 3. So our answer there is 3. So what does that 3 mean? 3 is our what? Slope. 3 is our slope. Good. So 3 is our m. Another way of kind of remembering that. So now we start our process. Y equals mx plus b. What is, again, when we're doing this, all we have to do is pick one point and use that for our points, our x and y. So which one would y'all like to use, class? Would y'all like to use 1, negative 4 or 3, 2? 3, 2. They're both positive. I like it. So what is our y then for 3, 2? 2. 2 equals our m, which is 3, and our x, which is also 3. So remember, our m came from there, and our x came from there. All right, and then the plus b. Plus b. So 3 times 3 is 9. And then from there, I subtract 9 to both sides. I'm going to go through that part quick because that was on the previous question. So that's negative 7 equals b. Negative 7 equals b. From there, now we can write our equation. Y equals, what's our m? Our m is 3, so 3x. And then our b, which is minus 7, or negative 7. So that would be our final answer for writing an equation, y equals mx plus b. So we're going to keep working. I'm going to keep going here. Number 18. Again, we have our x1 and our y1, our x2 and our y2. We're going to plug it into our formula. Y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So our y2 is 8 minus our y1, which is 4, over our x2, which is 5, minus our x1, which is 3. So we have 8 minus 4 divided by 5 minus 3. So that's really 4 divided by, and the answer is 2. Thank you so much, Zion, for doing some calculations in the background. So shout out right there to Z. She does our outro every now and then. Yeah, we'll see if she'll do one for this video. So y equals mx plus b. Which one would y'all like to use? 3, 4. Yeah, let's use 3, 4. So what's our y there?
Our y is going to be the
4 equals, what's our m?
Our m is
2 times
3.
3, because that's our x.
And then
2 times 3
2
is
times 3 is
6.
And
And then how do we get rid of that positive 6?
we're going to subtract 6 on both sides. And 4 minus 6. Is that going to be a negative 6?
Be a negative 2. Yeah, good job. Be a negative 2. So now we write our equation y equals, what's our slope?
Our slope's going to be
2, so 2x. And then what's our b?
minus 2.
Minus 2. Good job.
And that's our answer. Y equals 2 is minus 2.
There we go. Excellent job, excellent job. Essentially, you do the same thing for 19 and 20, except then you have to graph it. You have to graph it. Which I will do now. I'll go back up for y'all in class that need that. Okay, I'll go back up there. So, 19 and 20, I'm going to go through these pretty quick just because we just did problems like that. So, you know, our y2 is 7 minus negative 1 over 3 minus 1. So that gives us our slope, which is 8 over 2, which equals 4. So 4 is our slope. So we do y equals mx plus b. Which one would y'all like to use?
I use
3 and 7? We're going to use 1 and negative 1 and see if we get the same thing. How about that?
3 and 7.
All right. So we're going to use 1, negative 1 for the video. I got Zion doing 3, 7. We're going to see if we get the same thing. So y is negative 1, our m is 4, and our x is 1 plus b. So 4 times 1 is 4 plus b. Subtract 4 to both sides. So we get negative. I know. Well, I'm just, again, trying to get through this before the class ends. And obviously, this should be stuff right here that we've already done a bunch of times.
Yeah, but like I'm trying to write it down. Okay, I got
Yeah, you're good.
I got negative 5.
You got negative 5 as well?
Yeah.
Perfect. So our formula is y equals 4x minus 5. Y equals 4x minus 5.
What if they don't come out with the same number?
They will always come out to be the same number.
What if they don't?
If they don't, then the world as we know it will crumble.
Oh, well, that's awesome.
Well, there you go. Yeah. All right, so where do we start at on our graph? Where do we, again, the graphing part is where people struggle with the most. Where do we start at on the graph? If this is our answer, where do we start at?
5.
You start at negative 5. So on the y, we go to negative 5 and we put a dot. Now, what is our slope? Our slope is 4, so we got to make that a fraction, right? So that's 4 over 1. Which way is that 4 going to go? Up, and the 1 goes to the right. So from our dot, we're going to go up 4, right 1. So from that dot, up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right 1. And it looks like we can keep going. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we got those dots. All we have to do is connect our dots because we can't go the other way. We can go down 4, left 1, but I don't think we have enough space. It would be just off the graph right about there. That's what I'm talking about. I know. Well, we're almost got number 20 left. And if y'all thought I was fast on 19, wait till you see number 20.
I'm gonna beat you.
Okay. Oh, you gonna beat me?
Let's do this.
All right. I'll let you get a head start. All right. Here we go. So we just finished number 19. That's a positive graph because we had a positive slope. And that is that. So now on number 20, we have our slope formula. 1 minus 0.
No.
So the slope there is negative 1. So we're going to use the formula y equals mx plus b. Again, flying through this, I got a challenge from a student right now, so we're seeing who can be the fastest. We're working this one out. I'm going to use 1 negative 4. That's fine.
Well, if not, it's 70.
No.
Nah. You know what? Fine. I can do it.
So easily defeated. So the slope is negative 1x minus.
So easily. No, because I was at the in-between.
Did you do the graph, Dubre? Oh man, that's where you're gonna falter.
Same thing, coach. Yeah, I got the same thing. Wow.
So
I was 1 point behind you.
So I'll put the dot. Oh my bad, I should probably zoom in. So I'll put the dots because that negative 1 means down 1, right 1. Down 1, right 1. So from negative 3, I went down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1. So the opposite of that would be up 1, left 1.
It's already all broken thing up. Mine is pretty simple. Mine too, but it's practice. If I take it off, the whole thing's gonna come off the screen.
And that would be the final answer. It is a negative slope. The slope is negative 1. We started at negative 3. And that is the end of the study guide. If you have questions, please bring them to me during class or before the quiz. I promise you the test is going to look very similar to this as well. It's probably going to have some function stuff on it. So make sure you're asking your teachers good questions so that you understand what's going on. Thank y'all, and have a fantastic day. Zion, do you want to do us an outro? Oh, I got an outro coming.
Like and subscribe.
Well, there was one little mini outro. Go ahead.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for hi everybody, thank you so much for watching our video. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and like and subscribe.
Big thumbs up. Like and subscribe.